1% of the population control the world. 4% of the population are their puppets. 90% of this population is a zombie, is a sleeping zombie. And 5% are trying to wake up the zombies.
Did you get
the
it?
1% make sure that the 4% stop the 5% from waking up the 90%.
Do it again. Play it
This is
again.
not a war between two religions. This is not
Play it
an
again.
ethnic
Play it
war.
again. Okay, so pause it first. So again, we caught the first one, which was what? 1% runs the world. 4% are their puppets. 90% are zombies. 5% are trying to fight the 1% from controlling the world. And then she gives a second part. Play it again, Rob.
1% of the population control the world. 4% of the population are their puppets. 90% of this population is a zombie, is a sleeping zombie. And 5% are trying to wake up the zombies. The 1% make sure that the 4% stop the 5% from waking up the 90%. Wow. This is not a war between two religions. This is not an ethnic war. This is not a racist war. It's none of these. This is the oldest trick in the book. Divide and conquer. This is what war does. They create the division. They make sure you are racist. You're controlled by fear. You're breeding hate in order to divide so they can conquer. Do you know how a magician does his trick? So basically, he has a plan, and in order for him to do the trick without you noticing, he does this loud and thing here so it distracts you constantly. While this is happening, he slowly creeps up from behind to implement his magic trick, and then magic. That's exactly what the politicians do. They are distracting us with,
brilliant.
We are not
what
human. This is a human, not this color, this race, this religion.
Yeah.
In order for them to
What's her name? Can we give her? Can you see if the name is given on who this is? Can see if to zoom out a little bit to see if there's a name to it. Okay, there's not a name. Okay, all good. Well, whoever it is, good for you. So again, what was the second part she said? Vinny, you kind of look like you like her. You're not even looking at.
She sounds like someone that I could definitely have dinner with.
Vinny's like, she said too many percentages. All I know is I like her already.
I concurred with the percentages, but basically that 4%.
But did you hear what she said? The 1% is doing everything they can to not allow the 5%
to wake up the 90%.
Wake up the 90%.
But it's true. It's very true. And the brilliant
part. It's not racial. It's not religion. It's not any of that.
It's
divide and conquer.
Don't wake them up because the 99%, we have the power. But they're very, very good at making us all fight on some dumb shit.
So guess
That's
what?
Brilliant.
If you're watching this, which one are you a part of? Think about it.
I'm the 5.
Are you part of the 1, the 4, the 5, the 90? Think about the. And by the way, everybody at one point was part of what camp? The 90 camp.
Of course.
Everybody was part of the 90 camp because it's so easy to buy into what these guys are saying. They got the degrees, they got the education, they look good, they look the part. You know, they went to XYZ school. They should know what they're doing, right? They're smarter than me. I should listen to them. And all of a sudden, boom, wait a minute. Nah, pump the brakes. I'm not willing to do that.